Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, I am Penge, and welcome back to Rimworld, where we continue the tale of our 10 colonists, their 2 muffalo, their 4 but soon to be 5 camels, their 3 hens, and of course Michael and Spikle the dogs. And last time out was a relatively quiet part in terms of what Rimworld threw at us, so I am expecting all sorts of terrible things to happen this time out. I'm still expecting the Kraken, but I think there's going to be all sorts of events. I mean, maybe we'll get another ship land on us. Maybe we'll get a couple of raids. I do not know. So last time we had a little bit of time to get some stuff finished. We've expanded the walk-in freezer area, which is quite welcome indeed. So we've got ourselves a nice space in here now to get some more food and stuff in. We do, of course, have this little one up here, but this one up here is the primary one where all the food gets stored because it's next to the cooker, which is marvellous. So this is now a bit bigger. We can store more things in there when we get lots of crops and what have you. So that's quite encouraging. Everybody now has a double bed. Very luxurious indeed. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Everybody got a double bed. Not the prisoner barracks. That does not have double beds. Although I do have a bit of a plan for that coming up soon. So we'll take a look at the prisoner barracks in a moment or two. And what else happened? And we put some sandbags around. So we've got ourselves some little defences in some key positions. So if people try and come in through the doors, we've at least got a position where we can put some of our people and they've got a bit of cover to fire at people coming through the doors. Bit of cover just here. We've got one that's been there for a little while with a gun behind it. One just here, just in case people come round this way or down here. We've got a bit of a space to hide in just here. One over here near that door. One kind of in the middle, just in case somebody comes through the wall, and this one here near this door. And of course, if someone comes through the wall up here, we'll have a bit of cover on them for that. So that was pretty good. That's been sort of long awaited. It took too long to get them in, so I'm quite glad they're in, which is quite encouraging. Winter has arrived. It's currently the 3rd of December, so all the crops are going to start dying off. And we had a bit of a fight between, I think it was it Mags and Hull? I think it was Mags and Hull, wasn't it? Let's have a little look. Your right ring finger is destroyed and Hull's lung and toe are destroyed. And that was it, yes, because if I remember rightly, Hull was mean about Mags's face. I think Hull said some very unpleasant things about Mags's face, and yes, that made them have a little scrap. They had to go to the hospital. There was all sorts of fighting, and it was all a bit petty, but they've sorted it out now, for now anyway. So, yeah, I'm sure they'll have another scrap at some point in the future. Maybe if you could just, hug it out or something. I don't know. That would be better. And now we've got all sorts of stuff we need to do. There have been lots and lots of comments. And again, thank you everybody for commenting. It is very, very welcome. Keep them coming. The first one we're going to do is something that I tend to forget. And somebody in the comments just put a comment that said, vents, 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 vents. And yes, okay, fine. These bedrooms up here need some vents because at the moment the temperature is not sort of equalising between the nice warm corridor, which is 21 degrees C, and this room here, which is 6 degrees C. So, yeah, we need a couple of vents in there. So we'll get that sorted right now. If I can remember where vents, where our vents are. Temperature, there we go. So we'll have a vent. 30 steel. How much steel have we got? 73. So we should be fine. So we'll tuck them in the corners. So there we go. So we've got the vents in. That was the first thing on my little sort of checklist. I can now cross that off my checklist. Right, the vents are going in, everybody. Do not worry. And then another thing I said at the end of the last part, I said the first thing we're going to do when we start the next video is get Cunic some legs. We're going to get some prosthetic legs. And lots of people have said, yeah, okay. Cunic does need some better legs than the peg leg she's got wandering around on at the moment, but you could research bionic things, bionic parts, I assume, bionics maybe, wherever they are. 3,000 research points. So get bionics in and then get Cunic some bionic legs. So rather than doing an operation, well, 2 operations to replace her current peg legs with prosthetic legs and then doing it again at a later point to add bionic legs, so increasing the chance that something might go wrong with those medical procedures, we can just wait for a bit and then give her bionic legs. So she's going to go from having 1 leg to then having a peg leg and a leg, to then having a peg leg, to then having 2 peg legs like she is now, to then hopefully having bionic legs, which will be brilliant. So yeah, that sounds very, very exciting indeed. So hopefully we can get them in. So yeah, I haven't forgotten about Cunic. And just to make that point there. Another thing we need to do, this heel route needs to come out because I want to expand this this workshop area. Because I want to get the fabrication bench in. It's going to go down here somewhere. But this room needs to expand, which means this needs to come out of the way. Also, we could do with expanding this. So this is the corpse zone. So what we'll do is let's expand that down there, and then we can work out how much bigger we want this room to be. So I think we want it to be at least another, 6 tiles bigger? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you know what? Let's make it significantly bigger. Let's bring that room down to there, and that gives us a lot of space down here to put extra benches and things in, extra work sort of things in, because we might unlock a lot more stuff. That's the little sort of corpse zone. That will be eventually next to the crematorium when we can move things around. So let's see if we can get that done. The other thing is, we've got these plants in the way. I kind of want to get them out of the way. We need these plants to be destroyed. Now, these will just die off. That will die in the cold. Those will die in the cold. The heal root will not die in the cold. It will not die. It might die of blight, possibly. It might just be blighted to death. So hopefully we can get them sort of chopped out. That would be very, very handy indeed. Another thing we're going to do is just here. In fact, you know what? Let's wait until they've finished working on that. Okay, here we go. So on the stove, we want to make some tea. But at the moment, it's the bottom of the pile. So what we'll do is we'll push tea up to the top. So make tea and bring that down to 10. Just make sure that we always have 10 tea in stock. Now, let's see. Are they going to go and immediately grab that? Yeah, there we go. Look. So they're already grabbing stuff to make tea. And it's 4. So it's 4, whatever those are again. 4 of the psychoid leaves makes 1 tea. Which, weirdly enough, they're just sort of piling onto the floor, are they? Why are they putting the tea onto the floor? Are we not allowed to put tea on a shelf? Oh, we need a tea shelf. Absolutely, we need a special tea shelf. Let's put a copy of that. Let's drop that into there. That is a masterwork shelf. It's so shelfy. It's the most shelfy shelf we have. Okay, so we'll get that in. That can be our tea shelf. It will be specifically and solely for the storage of tea. That's all it can do. So let's see if somebody comes in and builds this. I don't really care about the quality of this. Whatever. I'm not really fussed. As long as somebody comes in and builds this at some point soon, that would be quite nice. Oh, I don't think anybody is going to come along and build that anytime soon because we've asked for a granite shelf to be constructed. It needs 30 granite blocks and we only have 18 granite blocks. We've got quite a bit of sandstone and quite a bit of limestone, which is quite nice. So what I've done is I've just sort of told them to go and grab some granite from somewhere over here. There's a little bit down here by the sea, then go to the seaside. That's quite nice. Going to have a little paddle in the sea. So, okay, so they'll go and grab those eventually. Of course, everyone's gone to bed. Oh, except Colonel. Colonel is not as... Oh, Colonel and Croc are not asleep. Okay, let's just leave them. Let's just leave them to do whatever it is that they're up to. That's absolutely fine. So, right, what's next on the list? We want to get this expanded. However, I also want to get this bit with proper flooring. So what floor have we got under there? We've got a limestone tile. So let's go to here. Let's go to floors. Let's get ourselves some limestone tiles. So we'll drag that across like that. And there's that limestone as well, just there. So have a little look. Yeah, limestone tiles. So we'll just drag that whole area out to have limestone. Limestone. Oh, no. Hang on. No. Cancel this. Belay this order. Yeah, that hasn't worked very well. No, destroy this because I think I've just told them to put flagstones down. Get rid of that. No. Floors. Yeah, that was a limestone flagstone. I want limestone tiles. There we go. Fill that up like that. That is still a tile, isn't it? Just there. Okay, so we've got that done as tiles, which is lovely. We might want to get that room with flooring in as well whilst we're here. Let's just get that done as well. Limestone tiles in there. We might not have enough, but that's fine. So we can sort that out. And this is going to start turning into our TV room, which is very exciting. So also, let's go and have a look. Furniture. Can we build ourselves... Oh, no, it's recreation, isn't it? Where's the flat screen television? 140 steel and 16 components. Okay, so there's no way we can get that constructed right now. We need to go and get more steel. But I think we can drop that in. Although I can't quite see which way round it goes. Which way... there. You can see the viewing area is that big viewing area just there. So let's just put that in there like that. Let's just drop that in like that. And then we can put nice things in here. This room can be all sorts of lovely and marvellous. We are going to need one of those as well. Let's build a copy. Let's just put it in the Let's put it in the corner, shall we? So a lamp in the corner. There's a vent to equalise the sort of pressure, the temperature. So that's fine. So that room should be okay. That room should be okay whenever they get round to working on it. And that as well. We have a mad raccoon. Okay. Where is the mad raccoon? Okay, can we go out and can we draft someone to go and kill that? That would be perfect. Colonel, you're quite good at shooting stuff. Can we draft you to get down here and kill this mad raccoon? Because I fear that we're going to send somebody out here to go and collect something, and it's going to be quite bad. We're going to just sort of end up with it being, it's going to kill our people. So let's just move time on slowly. Okay, Colonel comes out. Right, Colonel, you're facing a raccoon. Hopefully you can shoot it in the face. Shoot it, Colonel. Colonel, shoot the raccoon. Colonel, what are you doing? What? Colonel has failed to shoot the raccoon. Okay, right. This hasn't gone well at all, has it? Colonel, why did you not fire your gun at it? Given that it's a raccoon and you're a person with a firearm. Okay, right. Well, that's not gone well at all, has it? Who has got the mace? Right, Hull. Hull, can you come down here and help out, please? Can you come and help out? Colonel, go over here. Just keep trying to run away, Colonel. I suspect something bad is going to happen to Colonel, but don't worry. Hull is on her way, eventually, at some point. Oh, Colonel, do not die from a raccoon. This is not how you're supposed to go out. Hull, quicker. Quickly, Hull. All sorts of terrible stuff is going to happen. Quick. Right. Okay, Colonel, keep running. Hull, go and bludgeon that thing in the face. Or the head, or the tail, whatever. I don't really care. Just kill it before it kills Colonel. Kill it now. Why are we unable to kill a raccoon? Right, there we go. That was one of those shoddily managed things I'm ever have done in Rimworld. Although I don't know why Colonel didn't shoot. Maybe because it was too close. I imagine people in the comment section are yelling at me right now. But there we go. There, brilliant. Wow, that was really well done. You're going to bleed to death in 10 hours. Yeah, okay, right. You get yourself over to a medical thing. Hull, you're no longer drafted either. I mean, if you could haul that raccoon while you're there, that would be great. Colonel, can you please get back? Oh, you're walking very slowly, Colonel. Because you've been mauled by a raccoon. Okay. Brilliant. Also, the first thing, so Rimworld did not throw anything horrendous at us. It threw us a raccoon, which has caused all sorts of problems. And then wee hours, I want you to come here and tend to Colonel pretty much straight away. Because they're going to bleed to death in 9 hours. By the way, everybody, look, I'm doing this. I'm checking this out. I'm looking at the health tab immediately. So, yay! I've done something right, apart from nearly getting Colonel killed by a raccoon. Okay, so there we go. Death in 18 hours. And then wee hours is absolutely all over it. Let's just speed it up. Right, death is now no longer imminent for Colonel, and all these things just being patched up. Okay, lovely. Redwin told wee hours that he wants to spend his life with her. Wee hours rejected the proposal. Oh, that's not good at all. So Sage Redwin is going to be unhappy about this. Oh, wee hours, what have you done? You've broken someone's heart. Oh, dear. Okay, so now oh, that is a massive, massive hit. I thought we were meant to marry, but I was just shot down. Oh, my goodness me. -18 expires in 25 days. 25 days. That's almost half a year in Rimworld. I think there's 15 days, isn't there, in each quadrum, as they call it there. So each season. So that's almost 2 full seasons it's going to take you to get over that rejection. Oh dear. Now, does that mean you still want to shack up together? Oh, now I don't know. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, okay, fine. Well, we'll have to deal with whatever happens from the fallout from that. Another thing we need to look at is the home zone. Apparently, there was an egg over here somewhere to the right of the solar panels, although I can't see it now. It might well have perished in the cold or whatever. But it was over here, and nobody collected it because it was not in the home zone. And yeah, our home zone does have a few holes in it. So, if the chickens wander down here and lay eggs, we're not going to go and pick them up. So how about we just fill in all of these areas of home zone. There we go. So all that is our home zone. And I might take this bit out. That is a very odd thing. So if there was a fire over here, our colonists would run out and try and put out the fire just there, which isn't really that important, I don't think. So not there, not there, And probably not even in that area. But yeah, there we go. So that'll do. That can be our home zone for now. Do you know what? We'll expand it to encompass that area there. Oh, and there's a little bit there that we haven't covered as well. So I think that's okay. So we've got a bit of a border around the edge, just in case there's a fire or whatever. So we don't want the fire to get too bad. So we'll go and put out fires there. And then in this entire area, we will put out fires and pick up eggs and goodness knows what else. There we go. Right. That's probably quite an important thing that we needed to do that is now off of the list. Another thing that we're going to do is adjust this here. The prisoner barracks is not very nice. It's not very big. So what we're going to do is to make the prisoners, if we ever get any more, come over to our side a little bit speedier possibly. We are going to, we're going to get rid of these little beds and we're going to replace them with a couple of big beds and we're going to make the room nicer, because that means that their resistance comes down a little bit quicker and then we can get them on our side. So what we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct that bit of wall in the middle, like so. We will also deconstruct all 3 of those beds. We'll turn that into a prisoner big bed, which is exciting. Good, good, and good. Okay, so, it's a good quality bed. That thing is good as well. So they can come down. We will deconstruct those beds, like so. Is that good quality? That's poor. Okay, so deconstruct that thing as well, and then build a copy of it. Let's just put it there for now. Let's just get that constructed and in. We might not need that light in the corner, so we can deconstruct that light up there, because I think that light should be okay. That light should cast enough light for this whole room if we put it just there. So hopefully we can get on with that as well. And the idea being that if we do get prisoners, then if we put them in this nicer, slightly bigger, more luxurious barracks, then maybe, just maybe, they will come over to our side quicker. We have researched fire foam, automatic fire safety devices, which spread fire retardant foam in response to encroaching flames. Okay. Right, research. I think we know what we want. We want bionics. So there we go. Bionics, please. Kunik, soon you shall have legs again. Hurrah! Okay, so you can work on that. Where is one of those fire foam thingamabob? Security, maybe? It's not under security. Under misc? Ah, there, a fire foam popper. 75 steel. Oh my word. 75 steel and 1 component. How many components have we got? 24. Now, it would suggest that maybe we put one of those in here. So if a fire does break out, we can put a fire foam popper in the middle of our sort of food room, our hydroponics room. And that means that if something does happen in here, that thing will go bang and it will put the fire out and keep all of our things sort of here safe. So yeah, let's pop one of those just there. That does require a lot of resources. We are getting more metal from up here, which is quite encouraging. We still haven't got anybody to go out there and grab all this stuff yet. Also, there's a dead one of those. Yep, I'll have a dead muffalo. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. There's a dead warg and another dead warg just there as well. There are many dead things. Now, in the comments, somebody did say, if there's dead animals lying around, another animal is presumably killing them. And that animal might be hungry. If it's killing all those animals, it's going to be hungry. And I'm assuming it's the bear. I'm guessing the bear is the one that's going around doing the killing. I don't know why this muffalo hasn't ran away. It's presumably just seeing its friend be turned into breakfast or whatever. So I'm confused as to why it hasn't gone, do you know what? I don't want to be eaten by a bear. I'm off. But never mind. It's all good. The bear is still there. So we're right. We'll run time on. We'll see whether somebody goes and grabs that or not. So is Redwin... Redwin is running out to do some... Nope, he's gathering that. He's running right past the bear. Cargo pods. This is marvellous. Okay, right. Jump to location. So we've got ourselves... Oh, some food. 229 rice. A rice cargo pod has just crashed down. Oh, okay, that's very good. Okay, yep, absolutely. I will take that. Hopefully somebody will be out to grab that rice sooner rather than later. Because, that's free food. More cargo pods. Rimworld, what is going on? What is happening here? Well, I can't see where those other cargo pods are. Oh, here. Oh, it's just here. And we've got some of that penoxyclacine, whatever it is. I will have a bit of that as well. Okay. Rimworld, why are you being fabulously nice? What's going on? What kind of ultimate horrors are you planning? Are we going to have a horde of murderous killer robot cyborgs coming down here or something? Because I don't like the sound of that. Look at the blood. Look at the blood and the gore that's up here. This is horrendous. Oh my word, there is all sorts of horribleness going on up there. Ah, that's quite horrible, isn't it? There's blood just everywhere. We need a good rainstorm to wash it away, I think. Somebody else in the comments suggested that we might need to look at our priorities to make sure that stuff is getting done. So, for example, this heal route down here is not being cut because we've got nobody with a high enough plant cutting sort of setting just there. So we need to take a look at who's doing what. So Wee Hours is doing doctoring as an absolute priority, which is brilliant, as is Beryl. I am happy with that. That's very good. So there's doctoring to be done. Wee Hours and Beryl are covering that. So Cunic is doing research. That's because Cunic is very good. Cunic has an intelligence or whatever it is, an intellectual ability of 13. I don't think anybody's got any more than that, have they? So no. Okay, now Kathy does enjoy that. Kathy has a passion for that, but we'll keep that on. We'll keep that on Cunic because that's 13. So Cunic is very good at doing that. That's fine. And Wee Hours is very good at construction, but Beryl is also good at construction. 16 out of 20. I know Wee Hours have got 19 out of 20, but still, Beryl can do that as number one priority. Right, Colonel. Colonel. You are good at many things, I think. Cooking, 13 out of 20. Is that the most? Okay, so Colonel, we'll put your cooking as number one. So if there's cooking to be done, you can go and do that. Now, who is going to go and cut plants as priority number one? Mags. Mags. Let's have a look. So hunting, you're sort of all right. Plants, you're okay. Plant cutting, you're on 3 out of 20. Is anybody very good at cutting plants? 10 out of 20. Croc's quite good at cutting plants. Croc, you can go and cut plants. If there's plants to be cut, go and cut them. If there's no plants to be cut, go and do some hauling. There we go. So we've got somebody who's actually going to go and cut these plants down now, which is quite good. Max does not have a number one priority. So Max, what are you pretty good at? You're not very good at mining. You're okay at sort of crafting stuff. You're okay at tailoring. Yeah, so you're an artsy sort of person. Do you know what? I think you're okay. I think that's an okay setup for you. I don't really want to elevate these any higher, although that is... Do you know what? Let's make that a bit higher. We won't make mining any higher. No, that looks okay. That looks okay. Right, Hull. You are set to do lots of hauling. We'll also bring your cleaning down a little bit, which is very good. Yeah, if there's something to be constructed, you're pretty good as well. So you can go and do some construction stuff if there's nothing left to haul, which is very, very good. Croc, yep, is doing the plant cutting. That's fine. Ash, the chef. Now, you've got 10. However, Colonel has got 13. So Colonel is better at cooking meals than you, Ash, even though you're a chef, apparently. That can't be very encouraging, can it, for you? Why don't we release Colonel from doing the cooking? So let's do that. So let's get Ash doing the cooking, given that Ash is a chef. We'll put Colonel on 2 to do that. And then instead, you could maybe go and do something else. Right, Colonel, what else are you good at? Okay, so I've put Colonel's crafting at 1 because she's okay at it, 8 out of 20, and she's got a bit of a passion for it. I think we might adjust Colonel's growing up to 3, so to lower that priority. And I did notice down here, Mags is very good at actually quite a lot of things. Smithing. We haven't got anybody that's really good at smithing, so she's 9 out of 20, and she's got a burning passion for that. She loves a bit of smithing. So how about we put you as number 1? So Mags, if we need to make weapons or tools, Mags can be the one that goes out and actually does that. And tailoring as well. You've got a good passion for that. So number 1, make guns and armor and what have you. Number 2, make clothes. So that's quite important. Hull is doing the hauling. I don't think Hull is particularly very good at anything else, particularly mining. Yeah, okay. And actually construction. You're not too bad at construction, so that's okay. I think everybody else's stuff is set up okay. So Ash is going to do the cooking. Croc is going to do plants and hauling. Kathy the Minstrel does very, very little except artistic stuff. So that's fine. That's okay. And then Redwin is set to do sort of animal handling because they're quite good at that. And then hauling and what have you. So hopefully we should now see Croc. Here we go, look. Croc is going to come down here and cut all these plants apart, which means that we can get the expansion in to our little workshop area to make it a bigger workshop area. Right, hurrah, that's done. If you can get rid of these as well, that would be great. Okay, That's very encouraging. Right, how much of this have we got now? We've got sandstone blocks. This wall is limestone. I don't really care if the walls are made of different things. I do not care in the slightest. They've used a lot of the blocks up on the flooring over there. Okay, let's get ourselves... let's go to structures. Let's go to walls. Let's get ourselves sandstone. Because I think we have quite a bit of that. I don't really care that it's a slightly different material. So like that, which is marvellous. So they can build that. There's a door. So yeah, they can keep in here so it's not going to be cold once I've done all that. Then we'll put the flooring in and then we'll remove this wall. So kind of complete the room first, if you like. There we go. Look, everyone's very busily just getting on with it. Well done, folks. And brilliantly, it is done already. I'm very, very surprised. Okay, so let's now, let's deconstruct all of that across there. We don't need that. And then we'll have ourselves an auto door that can go just there. I know we've not got enough materials for it right now. We're going to work on that. We're going to go and get more materials. It's fine. And then we need some power to come down to here. So we will have power conduit running that way and that way. Just to make sure that if we do put stuff in there, it's all powered. So yeah, plenty to do. Plenty to do. Have we gone and grabbed that stuff that fell over there? Yes. Have we grabbed all that rice that was over here somewhere? Where was all that rice? I assume we've grabbed all that rice because I can't see it over there anywhere. Do we have a massive stock of rice all of a sudden? Yes, we do. Okay, good. So that's in there. We've also got a lot of the metal sort of chunks. Could we start smelting this down? Can we start doing this? Yeah, smelt metal from slag. Do that forever. Whoever's supposed to be doing that, can you get smelting, please? In fact, who is supposed to be smelting? I'm not entirely sure. Look at all the animals we've got in there. Look at all the dead animals. Yes, we will have meat for days. Okay, Poison Stinger is pregnant. Now, that is a very interesting turn up for the books, isn't it? So, Poison Stinger, Sibob there. So, Sibob and Bristly are mum and dad. That's fine. And they've got Poison Stinger, who's now grown up. So, she's a 2-year-old or 2-quadrum-old camel there, and there's little tiny baby chunky Loki who's just 14 days old. But now Poison Stinger is pregnant from, I assume, Bristly. So I assume that they're both... Oh, that's all a little bit strange. But never mind. Right, another baby camel is on the way. Of course, Sibob is still pregnant, middle stage pregnancy. Oh, we're going to have so many camels. We're going to have so many camels. Can we train them to do other things? Can we train them to haul? The camels don't really do anything. They do generate milk, however, which is quite a good thing for us to have. It's another food source. It's all marvellous. I notice we've got quite a lot of tea. We've still not done the granite shelf yet. And it might be because I'm asking them to do 12 million things all at once. So hopefully someone at some point will be able to get on with some of the stuff that we need them to do. Also, Colonel, you're supposed to be in bed. There you go. Back into the hospital bed with you. You've had a little bit of alcohol to keep yourself nice and warm and happy and stuff. So that's fine. Bit of sealing going on into there as well. Okay. Lots of sealing going in. Now, I don't think the ceiling is going to fall down in this room. I know it's going to be quite a big room, but I think everything is going to be 6 tiles away from something else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Right. Connors needs treatment. Beryl needs treatment. Why? Oh, Beryl had a thing, didn't you? What did you have? Muscle parasites. That's it. And a bulk goods trader is arriving. Please buy some of our rubbishy weapons. Please buy them. And also wee hours. I think that's a trade thing, isn't it? Yeah, so wee hours has got a trade thing. So we should be able to do some good trading with them. Hopefully we can get rid of lots of stuff. Maybe we could buy in some steel just to get these sort of projects done in the immediacy. I do not know. Also, who was it that was going to be good at the smelting stuff? The smelting stuff. The smithing? Mags. Okay, Mags, could you get over here and do some refining at the electric smelter? That will be great. If you could pick up those steel slag chunks and melt them down into actual proper blocks of steel, that would be handy. Okay, I've sent wee hours to talk to the trader. They're not interested in the weapons, which is a shame because it would be lovely to get rid of some of these rubbishy things. They're not interested in this stuff here. There is a bit of interest in some of our sculptures, which is very encouraging. I haven't actually read the descriptions of those. I do enjoy reading the descriptions of the sculptures. So, yeah, maybe Maybe we'll come back and have a trade with them in a second once I've read the descriptions of those, because I think they're all sorts of suitably crazy. What else would they give us? Devilstrand Parkers. Devilstrand is something that I wanted to get in, but because I've got them doing too many things anyway, I kind of laid off getting Devilstrand in our other room. In our room, oh, you can't really see it. It's down there. The other room that we were going to have loads of hydroponic space in. I thought we might as well just put Devilstrand in it and just see if we can grow some Devilstrand. They've not really got that much exciting stuff. They've got some components, I guess, but it's not really that exciting. They've got loads of really good stuff. So we could buy some components. We're down to 7 components. We could grab a few of those, I suppose, because I don't know how many we need to make the bench. And then we could just sell loads of this stuff. We could just sell loads of, lizard skin and blue fur and all that kind of stuff. Just get rid of lots of this stuff. And then, just try and make some money off them, because they've got 903 monies. So first things first. Right, we'll cancel that. Pause time for a second. Right, let's go and read some of these, because these are always worth a look. So what's this? A small sculpture called A Bloody Freedom. And this carving is a portrayal of a willow tree. The work seems to symbolise kindness. Besides that, there is a cove in the upper part of the image. Okay, just a cove. What's this? This is a small sculpture. This sculpture portrays a fond, abstract shape. The focus structure of the image almost conflicts with its sensual style. My goodness. Strikingly, if you squint your eyes, the unbalanced composition of the image reveals the outline of hundreds of engineers. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, another small one, Lullaby by Unrest. This piece portrays a solitary farmer near a village. The scene takes place on the outskirts of a hamlet. Okay, so they're a farmer near a village on the outskirts of a hamlet. Okay, the modern style of the central scene clashes with the folksy depiction of the background. Okay, an emotionless mosquito. Brilliant. I'm tempted to keep an emotionless mosquito just because of the title. On this carving is an illustration of Beryl Franklin drilling a dromedary in obedience as wild pelicans look on in disgust. Wild pelicans. The dromedary is half blue and half purple. Well, of course it is. A herring waits near the end of the image. A herring? What's it doing? The image refers to the training of the dromedary by Beryl on that date. Okay. Ears of Jova. Ah, Jova. On this piece is a portrayal of Jova Levine reading a tome on shooting methods with an exuberant shout. 4 wolverines watch with amazement. The work suggests the concept of scarcity. There's a group of goats in the distance. The illustration tells the story of Jova becoming a master at shooting tasks before she got killed. Okay, a cubic with Kathy. On this sculpture is an artwork of Kathy Peterby polishing the surface of a small sculpture while covered in grime. Kathy lifts the small sculpture, seemingly without effort. This artwork refers to Kathy completing work on a small sculpture. It's all got quite meta. Now this I'm intrigued with, because this looks really big. This looks like a big kind of box. I can't really zoom any further, but it looks like a kind of flat packed box almost. So it's called Blue Viscera. This work is shaped like a solitary adventurer suspended in the air near an encampment. So it's the biggest one we've got, yet it's got the shortest, potentially the most boring kind of description thing. Okay, right. Very interesting. Right, wee hours. Go back and talk to Lilith again. There we go. Okay, let's just trade. I don't know. Can we trade all of those away? Can we just get rid of the smaller ones? So that would mean we would get 897 of their monies. Is there stuff we want? Let's get components. So we'll grab a few of those. I've got 30 of them to sell. I mean, what if we took 30 of them over? That leaves us with not much money left. So how about then we just say, all right, we'll take 15 of those, which is nice. And then we'll just sell you a load of other stuff. I don't know. I don't really know if we need any of these things. A Devilstrand Parker might be quite nice, but do we need it right now? I don't think we do. Flak jackets might be quite useful. How much are they? 266. Okay, what if we buy ourselves... I know we can make these, but at least if we've got 2 of them, we can put them on people. So we're going to give them 75. So we could, therefore, then sell them the limestone grand sculpture. Ta-da! That means we get 484 off them. And then, how about we just sell them... Yeah, sell them some of this stuff. So let's just go through and just sell some of the, I don't know, some of the furs and materials and stuff, and then free up our storage area a little bit. Okay, there we go. I think we're going to go for this. We're going to get rid of all the bird skin. So yeah, it provides little protection from heat or cold. Light leather, we're going to get rid of a lot of that. Not as protective as thicker leathers. Lizard skin does not insulate well at all. So it's quite tough, but it doesn't insulate. And then plain leather is sort of okay. We're going to get rid of a bit of this blue fur. I know it says that it's good at temperature regulation in cold climates, but we've got that from the muffalos and we'll keep getting that. So that's fine. We'll keep the camel hide. That's good at temperature regulation in hot climates. So that's quite good. But what we're going to do is we're going to buy all the steel off of them. 387 units of steel are going to come our way, which means that we can just get on with building things. So, do you know what? Yes, absolutely. We will have all of these lovely things off you. And of course, there was a trade inspiration. So We Hours was inspired to do that trade. So we probably got a better deal out of that. So we got ourselves a load of steel, some components, some flak jacket type things, and a load of money as well, which is excellent news. That was a very good deal for everybody. So now, can you just go and just prioritise hauling all this stuff, please, We Hours? Particularly the stuff that's going to sort of fall apart. Do they have flak jackets? Yeah, haul those flak jackets, please. Absolutely. Just go and haul all the stuff. Bring it all in if you would be so kind. And there's some more cargo pods, apparently. Some more cargo pods. Okay, they're just landing. So they've just sort of crashed down. What's going to be in them? What is that? Nutrient paste meals. Okay, I mean, it's food. I'll take it. It's probably not the nicest, but it will do the job, I guess. Oh my goodness me. That's 3 lots of cargo pods that have come down. This is brilliant. Okay, we're grabbing loads of stuff from up here, so people are quite happily going, getting all of our things. We've got lots and lots of lovely steel. This is very encouraging. So yeah, we can get stuff constructed. This is all good. And once I've stopped going to grab lots of things up here, which is good, because we want them to go and retrieve all our silver and whatnot. But yeah, I wouldn't mind it if they came down here and finished working on this. That would be great. So yeah, if you could finish doing all this stuff, that would be nice. Colonel is fully healed, which is also marvellous. Redwin now has inspired trade. Oh my word. Rimworld, you're being too nice, and it's making me nervous. Oh, they finally built this shelf just here. I completely forgot about that. And of course, they've done the weird thing where they put weapons on it, which is all very odd. So, right, let's select that. Right, copy those settings, paste them onto there, and then let's go in and just have a look. So, all I want is for this to be for tea storage. That's it. Nothing else. So, no raw resources. Manufactured, yes, it will be drugs, won't it? So it'll be psychite tea, and that's it. No meals, none of that, no pemmican, none of that stuff. So no foods, only manufactured drugs, tea. That's all that is allowed on that shelf. That is it, please. That can be the designated tea shelf. And then I think probably we can take tea off of those other shelves. Because if tea is going to go on there and we're only going to have 10 tea, then we might as well just throw it on those shelves. Although, yeah, can we do that and then copy that and then just paste it onto all these other ones? I mean, is there a multi-paste option? I don't know. But whatever the case, we'll just do that. So paste those settings. No, that's not what I want to do. That there. So yeah, hopefully they'll take the tea off of some of these. Yep, you grabbed all the corn, very good. And that there, like that. Yay, okay. So now hopefully at some point someone should come along and sort that out. Those animals just sitting there waiting to be chopped up, that's fine. I think most people are in bed. Absolutely, yep, that's fine. Most people having a sleep. Not really getting much done in terms of stuff down here. And the hay grass is dying because of the cold. That is entirely to be expected. This is encouraging. They have started work on the prison cells. They've taken the wall down in the middle. So what they built there, they built a good end table. So it's another end table. There's a good bed. So let's make ourselves another double bed in there. So we're just a wooden good double bed. We'll have one of those. We'll pop that there like so. Also, we will remove the door. So we'll remove the door and we'll remove one of the... We'll keep that vent in. We'll deconstruct that vent because we don't need that vent in. So then the door can be up here. So we'll come into the door, do what I need to do in this room. It will be fine. We've got the floor going in just there. We want to reinstall that just there so it's next to the bed. And there's a bit of gap in the middle where we could put a dresser or something just to make this room slightly more appealing and therefore make any prisoners we have. Oh, okay, that'll make any prisoners we have slightly more likely to come over to us. Of course, now this whole thing has become a prison cell, which is a little bit weird. Okay, we need the walls back in. Hang on. And Spikle is pregnant. Oh my goodness me. We might have baby dogs. So there is Michael. I don't know where Spikle is. Spikle must presumably be somewhere nearby. There's Spikle. Yay. Okay, so Spikle is middle stage pregnant already. Wow. Okay, so not an early stage pregnant. Okay, maybe we didn't know she was pregnant or something. Okay, fine. So we might have some baby dogs. Oh, how marvellous. Okay. Right, we need to get these walls in. What are those walls? Sandstone walls. So structure, sandstone walls. Yep, let's get a wall in just there. And get a wall in just there, please. Absolutely. And that stops this corridor becoming a prison cell, which is a little bit weird. Beryl is building the bed. It's a masterwork bed. Oh, hang on a moment. Hang on. We need to move the masterwork bed to somebody else's room. The criminals can't have that. The criminals. The prisoners can't have a masterwork bed. That's just not right. We can't have that. How about Wee Hours and Redwin have that bed? How about that for a deal? So we'll move that bed. So we'll reinstall their good quality bed to there. Let's pop their bed there. And then we'll move that thing. We'll move it over a bit in a minute, actually. Then we want to move that bed. Can we move that now, though? Does it know that we're trying to rejig these around? No, it doesn't really like it at the moment, does it? So they're going to hopefully move one bed over, which would be good. Hopefully they'll do it before bedtime. That'll be really handy. If we can get on with doing that soon, that will be lovely. Okay, so Wee Hours carried her own bed. She moved her own bed. And now we're going to reinstall that into their room, which is excellent. We will get Wee Hours, who's down here, to do that anyway. Oh, no, you're not doing that right now. Okay, so they'll move that over, which will be good. Then we need to set that to be theirs. Set that to actually be their bed. So Wee Hours and Redwin need a bed. If we could do it really soon, yeah, because it's coming up to the end of the day. Right, Wee Hours and doing that. Lovely. Set owner. So Wee Hours and Redwin in that bed. They have a masterwork bed, which is very, very good indeed. And now that can just sort of move up there. That's absolutely fine. So we'll reinstall that next to there. And then that room's all nicely sort of sorted. We might need to move the light slightly more into the middle now. So let's reinstall that just there. So the light can go equally either way. And then also in there, let's put a bit of furniture. Let's just get a dresser in there. Let's just put a dresser kind of in the middle. Just there will do the job, I think. It's going to be nearer one bed than the other. So we'll just put it there. That's absolutely fine. So we'll get a dresser in as well. Oh no, there's been an explosion. Oh no, and it's in the middle here. It's affected the poker table. Oh, that's a disaster. And it's set fire to this cabinet here as well. Now, hopefully, people should spring into action. Because as far as I understand it, firefighting is #1 priority. They're going to go, my goodness, there is a fire just there. So yes, a fault in an electrical conduit has caused a short circuit. All 3,000 wooder, whatever that is, I don't know what wooders is, but all the energy in the batteries has been discharged in an electrical explosion. Oh dear. Okay. So, right, hopefully they will run over and put out the fires. I mean, one of our chairs is on fire. Okay, they've put that out. So the tool cabinet is no longer ablaze, and people have come over here as well, which is marvellous. Okay, good. So they've sorted that out. There might be some repairs to do. I imagine they'll get to that in due course. In terms of research, it's looking very good. We're just about, hang on, let's move time on. Let's get to halfway. I now want to say we're at halfway researching bionics, and we are. We are 50% of the way through researching bionics. And it's Cunic, kind of researching bionics for yourself, I imagine. Because you don't want these little sort of wooden peg legs anymore. You want some super mega robotic bionic legs to turn you into the bionic woman. So absolutely. Yeah, you carry on researching that. That's absolutely fine. I did dispatch some people to go and pick up some stuff from down here. There were some sandstone chunks just lying around because I want to get the flooring done in this area because this is all sandstone tiles. So, yeah, we might as well get flooring in. Sandstone tiles. Let's just drag them out like that. We'll put one in the door and in the door as well. Oh, there's already a tile in that doorway. And then also we want to move this. We want to move this down here and we want to put a door down here as well. so people can come through the door and go to the corpse zone, and then just literally just chuck the bodies in. So we'll have another auto door. It's absolutely fine. Oh, that's gone to the tile. Hang on. Auto door. We'll put a copy of the auto door just there. That's fine. And then we want to move this. We can't. Right. We can only sort of deconstruct it and rebuild it further down. We can't move it. Okay. So we'll build a copy of it. I don't know which. There's the little chair front bit. So we'll put that just there. And then we'll reinstall that chair just there. Marvellous. And then we will deconstruct that thing just there. And then we need to figure out what's going on down here. So how about as well, in here, we get our fabrication bench constructed. So where is it? Fabrication bench. 200 steel. Okay, we might not have that right now. No, we've got 599. 12 components. We've got that. And 2 advanced components. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, my word. It's a big old thing, that is. Oh my goodness me. That thing is huge. How about we put it there? So we could tuck it just there. So once that thing has been deconstructed and repositioned, we will put the fabrication bench in. Okay, a lot of time has passed and nothing has happened at all. They've just been going around, getting on with what they need to do. No events have happened. Nothing dramatic has happened. There's been no fights. There's been nothing else going on at all, which again is making me a little bit suspicious. But they have got this room sorted. They've put the doors in, which is marvellous. That thing has been deconstructed. So the old creme has been deconstructed. The new one is part constructed, which is very encouraging. So all the bits are in. It just needs to actually be finished by somebody. So yeah, they're kind of halfway through-ish. So what we'll do is, the final thing we shall do in this part just now. Oh, I got them to take away the electrical cable just there as well. There was a big power cable going across the middle, which we don't need anymore. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to go into here, we're going to go into production, and we're going to get ourselves the fabrication bench. It is a gargantuan thing. So let's put that just there. Let's put it in just here, and we can have other stuff down here. I've got a bit of a plan going on for that. So we'll put that just there. So yay for that. And yeah, what do we need? We need a chair with it. So how about we put in a nice chair to sit on the fancy fabrication bench? You get a lovely chair. So rather than having a little wooden thing, why don't we just get an armchair for 110 cloth? We've got 804 cloth. So let's get ourselves a comfortable little chair just there, which is lovely. And then also in here, in our TV room, the TV is in. I'd completely forgotten about this. There's no great surprise there. But how about we get in some chairs here as well? So let's just see, what can we have? What can we have in here? What materials do we have a lot of? It costs how much to make a chair? If we choose, say, that, a camel hide chair is 110. So it requires 110 of materials, which is fine. So we can sort that out. So if we look down here, what have we got now? We just sold some stuff, didn't we? We could build some camel hide chairs. I'd be okay with that. That'd be fine. Camel hair, and cloth chairs would do the job. I don't need it to be very dramatic. I just want them to have some chairs to sit on. So how about we just get, for now, cloth armchairs. That'll do the job. And what we'll do is, let's put them... hang on, where's the range of that TV? Okay, so a gap and then just here. So for the ones who are poor of sight, let's put those ones, and let's put a couple just there, like that. And people can sit here and watch the TV. With the idea being that maybe back here, we could move, say, the chess table or something into there. And this could be our little, there you go, rec room. It comes up as a rec room. So that could be our recreation room. We've got the fabrication bench outlined. What I might do is, we might move some of this stuff out of the way. So the comms console, we might move down here somewhere just to get it out of the way, because it's not really a sort of workshop-y thing. So we'll put that down here so it's not really in the way. And then we might move this around a bit. So the drug lab, we could then move the things it requires slightly closer to the drugs lab. And then we need to put heaters and lights and all that stuff in here as well. But do you know what? We will do all that stuff next time out, because I'm going to finish up for now where we've had another relatively sort of quiet part. Not much is going on. We've had some of those things crashing, lots of pods crashing, giving us lots of lovely things. Some traders came by. We've managed to pick up quite a bit of meat from animals. Is there any other dead animals around here? I think the bear is still wandering around. Yeah, so the bear's there. The grizzly bear is back to full health. Oh, I'll have that. Thank you very much. Some more free meat. Absolutely. That will keep us going in food for a little while longer. So yeah, it's all gone quite well. We've changed the barracks. And we've got that little room in with the TV. So when we've got the chairs in, people can sit and watch telly and have a little relax. We will add more chairs as we go. So we'll put another couple, maybe a chair there and a chair there. So yeah, this could be for couples. And then you can sit there and there if you'd like, if you want to be on your own. So you can watch a bit of telly. So that's quite good. We've got ourselves this expansion bit down here finished as well. So yeah, it's all looking good. And 2,254 out of 3,000 points toward bionic legs. So next time, Kunig will be able to get some proper legs, which will be a significant moment in our tale, because poor Kunig has been very brave and has put a very brave face on it, but she must be getting annoyed now. She must be getting annoyed with not having proper legs. So yeah, we'll get you some fancy pants bionic legs, Kunig, next time. As soon as we've got it researched, and as soon as I figure out how we can actually build them, we shall get ourselves bionic legs, which is very, very good. But that's all for next time, because we shall stop doing stuff for now. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here in Rimworld. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. I just want to point out the danger of blasting fire into the face of somebody who has not got any kind of headgear on. Let's suppress the pants off that thing. I always knew hiding behind a park bench would be no good. Oh no, it's a terrifying disc thing. The aliens shoot him with such force that he loses his hair, which is just ridiculous.